I think that polygamy raises stronger women, I will say.
Sister Wives, star Mykelti Brown says she considered living polygamy after marrying Tony Padron in 2016, the Ashley's Reality Roundup.
But they also live in a it's fine, scared situation. So it's almost like they're...
Mykelti Brown recently revealed that she actually considered living plural marriage just like her parents, Christine and Kody Brown, and tried to encourage her husband Tony Padron to do so for the first years of their marriage.
But a woman in polygamy, she understands that she has to do everything. She's got to figure out how to...
During an interview last week with the Growing Up in Polygamy podcast, Mykelti spoke about how she was open to the idea of polygamy after she and Tony got married in 2016. This is surprising because on Sister Wives, Mykelti, as well as her other grown siblings, had been quite vocal about not wanting to live in a plural marriage. The first couple of years of our marriage, I wasn't strictly opposed to polygamy, she said. I was like, we could join. We could do polygamy. In fact, Mykelti admitted that she had already picked out the woman she'd like Tony to marry if they were going to live plural marriage. She was like, do you want girl A or B? These are the only choices you get, though. These are the ones I like, Tony stated. That's true, Mykelti said. He's not wrong. As Sister Wives fans are aware, Mykelti's father Kody already had two wives, Mary and Janelle, when he married Mykelti's mother Christine. He went on to eventually marry a fourth wife, Robin, who is currently the only woman still hitched to him. Kody and his wives were part of the Apostolic United Brethren, AUD, a Mormon fundamentalist group that still practices polygamy. Mykelti stated that she wasn't interested in polygamy for religious reasons like her parents were, but instead, she wanted someone to share her family with. I didn't want the religious aspect of polygamy. I wanted the bond of the sister wife. I said, I don't want to follow the religion because I can't accept the garments you have to wear and several other aspects that I find too extreme. But, a lot of the benefits of the sister wife, I was like, yeah, that would be beautiful. I see so many of the benefits of plural marriage itself, how helpful it is to have this woman as a bonded partner for life. You literally have your built-in best friend. That was the polygamy I came from, where, from the outside, from what I saw, you have your best friend built into your family and their support system through everything, she continued. So I saw a lot of the benefits of polygamy growing up. I saw a lot of the downsides, too, so that's why we chose not to do polygamy. Tony, however, denied that was the reason they remained monogamous. By the way, I said no, he piped in, adding that he was never into the idea of having multiple wives. I just thought it was wild, Tony said. Back then, she was a lot more hopeful and rosy about polygamy. She did try to paint it like, oh, it's so cool. Mykelti stated that she accepted that Tony would never be open to being a polygamist, but she did jokingly bring it up for the first couple of years of their marriage. I knew after he first said no it wasn't going to happen, she said. Mykelti said she eventually realized that she would not have been happy living in polygamy, as she is not submissive enough to make it work. We would not have been a successful polygamous family, she said. We would have been divorced already. In a candid and revealing discussion, Sister Wives star Mykelti Brown has shared previously unreported insights about her initial openness to polygamy early in her marriage to Tony Padron. Her comments, made during an interview on the Growing Up in Polygamy podcast, shed new light on her personal perspective on plural marriage and the ways in which her upbringing influenced her ideas about family and relationships. This article will examine her statements in detail, exploring the motivations behind her early consideration of polygamy, the dynamics of her marriage to Tony, and the broader implications of these revelations for fans of Sister Wives and viewers interested in the complex lives of the Brown family. Background: the Brown family and polygamy. To fully understand Mykelti's perspective, it is essential to contextualize her upbringing within the Brown family's polygamous history. Kody Brown, the patriarch of the family, has been a central figure in Sister Wives since its premiere. Kody's plural marriages include his first wife Mary, second wife Janelle, third wife Christine, and fourth wife Robin. Of these, only Robin remains legally married to Kody as of 2026, following high-profile divorces and departures of his other wives. The Browns were formerly part of the Apostolic United Brethren, AUB, a Mormon fundamentalist group known for practicing polygamy. This religious and cultural background created a unique environment for Kody and Christine's children. Mykelti, one of their grown children, grew up witnessing the practical and emotional realities of a polygamous household. While many viewers had assumed that the children of Kody and Christine uniformly rejected plural marriage, Mykelti's recent statements reveal a more nuanced perspective. The interview, Mykelti's initial interest in polygamy. During the Growing Up in Polygamy podcast, Mykelti shared that she was not initially opposed to polygamy after marrying Tony Padron in 2016. She stated, "The first couple of years of our marriage, I wasn't strictly opposed to polygamy. I was like, we could join. We could do polygamy." This admission surprised many fans, given that Mykelti and her siblings have historically distanced themselves from the plural marriage lifestyle. Her initial openness illustrates how her upbringing exposed her to both the practical benefits and emotional bonds inherent in polygamous families, even if she did not embrace the religious doctrines that often accompany it. Mykelti also revealed that she had gone so far as to identify potential women for Tony to marry, demonstrating a serious, though ultimately playful, consideration of plural marriage. Tony Padron recalled, "She was like, 'Do you want girl A or B? These are the only choices you get though. These are the ones I like.'" Mykelti confirmed this anecdote, acknowledging that Tony's memory was accurate. "That's true. He's not wrong." The playful nature of this early discussion underscores that while Mykelti explored polygamy, it was not a matter of pressing religious duty but rather an experimental contemplation of the lifestyle and its social benefits. Motivation: why Mykelti considered plural marriage. In the podcast, Mykelti clarified that her interest in polygamy was not rooted in religion. Unlike her parents, whose participation in plural marriage was closely tied to Mormon fundamentalist beliefs, Mykelti's motivation was more relational and social. She described her interest in the bond of a sister wife rather than the religious practices. "I didn't want the religion of it. I wanted the bond of the sister wife. I don't want to do the religion because I can't get down with the garments you have to wear, and several of the other super crazy things I can't get down with. But a lot of the benefits of the sister wife, I was like, yeah, that would be beautiful."
For Mykelti, the appeal of polygamy was grounded in the idea of a built-in support system. A lifelong partner bonded to the family who could share responsibilities, offer emotional support, and participate fully in the dynamics of family life. She noted, "I see so many of the benefits of plural marriage itself. How helpful it is to have this woman, bonded partner for life. You literally have your built-in best friend." This perspective highlights an often overlooked aspect of polygamous households. Beyond the controversy and legal complexities, there can be tangible social and emotional benefits, particularly in large, closely knit families. Mykelti's interest was purely in the relational advantages, rather than religious obligation, showing a practical lens through which she considered plural marriage. Tony Padron's perspective. Tony Padron's perspective offers an essential counterpoint. From the outset, he was not interested in polygamy. He described Mykelti's initial enthusiasm as hopeful and rosy, and admitted that he found the idea of having multiple wives wild. Tony stated, "By the way, I said no. I just thought it was wild. Back then, she was a lot more hopeful and rosy about polygamy. She did try to paint it like, oh, it's so cool." The couple's contrasting attitudes toward plural marriage created a dynamic where Mykelti could explore the concept without committing, but ultimately, Tony's refusal ensured that their marriage remained monogamous. This illustrates how individual preferences, even within families deeply familiar with polygamy, can shape marital decisions independently of cultural or familial expectations. Decision to remain monogamous. Mykelti eventually accepted that polygamy was not compatible with her marriage. She admitted that while she entertained the idea in the early years, she realized that Tony would never agree and that forcing the concept would be counterproductive. "I knew after he first said, no, it wasn't going to happen." She also recognized her own limitations in a polygamous arrangement, citing a lack of submissiveness as a key factor. "We would not have been a successful polygamous family. We would have been divorced already." This acknowledgement reflects a nuanced understanding of the demands of plural marriage. While she appreciated the social and emotional benefits, Mykelti understood that the practicalities, personal temperament, and mutual consent required for such arrangements were critical for success. Broader context: polygamy in modern society. Mykelti's experience highlights broader societal and psychological questions about polygamy. Modern views of plural marriage often focus on legal restrictions, religious contexts, and cultural stigma. However, her comments illuminate other dimensions such as 1. Emotional support networks. The idea of a built-in sister wife emphasizes emotional resilience and shared responsibilities, which can be appealing even outside religious frameworks. 2. Consent and compatibility. Successful plural marriages rely on agreement and willingness from all parties. Mykelti and Tony's experience demonstrates that even familial familiarity does not override personal preference. 3. Cultural curiosity versus practicality. Exposure to polygamy growing up can foster curiosity and interest, but practical realities, personality traits, marital dynamics, and individual autonomy often dictate whether it is viable. The Brown family legacy and public perception. Mykelti's statements are significant because they challenge the public perception of the Brown family as uniformly monogamy adverse for the younger generation. Fans of sister wives have often assumed that the children fully reject plural marriage, but Mykelti's comments show that upbringing can inspire complex, sometimes contradictory attitudes toward family structures. Her reflections also provide insight into how plural marriage affects family bonds. Observing her father and his wives allowed Mykelti to appreciate the benefits of structured support systems and lifelong partnerships. Yet, witnessing the challenges and potential downsides gave her a realistic understanding of the risks involved, guiding her decision to prioritize compatibility and personal fulfillment over experimentation. Implications for reality television and audience understanding. Reality television often simplifies family dynamics for entertainment, but Mykelti's candid interview offers a rare, unfiltered perspective. Her story contributes to a richer, more nuanced understanding of the Brown family and the lived experiences of those raised in polygamous environments. Key takeaways for audiences include nuanced decision-making. Individuals from polygamous backgrounds may still opt for monogamy based on personal values, temperament, and partner preference. Separation of religion and relationship models. Mykelti demonstrates that interest in plural marriage can exist independently of religious adherence. Evolving perspectives. Early curiosity does not equate to lifelong commitment, highlighting the fluidity of attitudes toward marriage and family structures. Reflection. Lessons from Mykelti and Tony's marriage. Mykelti's story is valuable for viewers and researchers alike. It illustrates how personal choice, partnership dynamics, and self-awareness guide decisions about family structures, even for those deeply familiar with polygamy. Her willingness to candidly discuss the early years of her marriage provides a blueprint for understanding how curiosity and upbringing influence adult relationships without dictating outcomes. Tony's perspective reinforces the importance of mutual consent and the need for partners to navigate differences with respect and honesty. Their ability to remain monogamous despite initial exploration of polygamy demonstrates the strength of clear communication, personal boundaries, and shared vision in successful marriages. Conclusion. Mykelti Brown's revelation about her initial consideration of polygamy after marrying Tony Padron provides an unprecedented look into the complexities of the Brown family and the personal dynamics that shape decisions about marriage. Far from being a simple story of curiosity or rebellion, her experience reflects deep contemplation, nuanced understanding, and a thoughtful evaluation of compatibility and personal desire. Her reflections highlight the distinction between cultural exposure and personal choice, illustrating that even those raised in polygamous households may reject plural marriage for practical and emotional reasons. Meanwhile, Tony's clear stance underscores the necessity of alignment and consent in any marital arrangement. Ultimately, Mykelti's journey reinforces a universal truth about relationships. Personal happiness, mutual respect, and clear communication are the cornerstones of lasting partnership, whether monogamous or plural.